Yo, our friends just came and visited us and they converted this van. Let's go in there and check out how they're living. What's up, Juniper?
How's it going?
Good.
Just cleaning up a little bit, finishing up breakfast.
How long have you been living in this van?
About 2 weeks. I wish I was a slave to an age-old trade, like riding around on rail cars and working long days. It's pretty cool. It's been a really fun project, getting it all ready and gutting it out and designing the interior space, and then seeing it all come together and finally been able to reap the rewards of all the hard work. It's been a lot of fun.
How much do you have wrapped into it?
In total right now, in cash value, we're probably around 11,000, and hundreds of hours of hard work from me and my partner and a couple friends of ours that have really helped us put everything together. It was all just months. Putting up the walls and the insulation was one of the hardest parts for sure. There's just a lot of rounded edges on the van. Nothing comes to a square. Nothing was built to be built on top of. It's all this misshapen metal. Yeah, so the battery and all the main electronics are right underneath you, underneath that the slide-in section of the bed and / couch, and then the wiring just runs underneath all of this wood paneling and kind of back behind this bed and runs up towards lights here, fan here, got a spotlight right here, couple other lights up there at the front, and the fridge. Yeah, the fridge is kind of right here in the center of the vehicle. I originally wanted to maybe throw it over on this side, but didn't really fit with the wheel that's under here.
This is actually perfect because it comes out to a little end table for your bed.
Oh, we definitely use this all the time as additional counter space. You can throw a cutting board on here, you can just set your drinks or even eat right here. Kitchen table is not too big. We can fit 2 plates right there, with one of us sitting around on the other side by the door and one of us sitting on the end of this couch. But a lot of times we'll have one eating here and one person just putting their food right there. And
how many batteries do you have in here?
We have 3 100 amp hour batteries.
So how long will those batteries run this fridge?
Fully charged, they will usually go for about 3 days, 3 to 5 days.
That's awesome. When you drive, say you stay at a place for 3 days and your batteries are starting to get low and you drive for a whole day, go somewhere, by the time you're done with driving at the end of the day, will all of your batteries be fully charged up?
Yeah. So we have 3 ways of getting power in here. The first is the alternator, on the car, so whenever we're driving, that does charge up the batteries. We have the solar panel up on top, 175 watts, that gives us some pretty good power when we're out in the sun. And then when it all comes down to it, if we're not driving and there's no sun, we also have a shore power hookup on the side to charge up.
Yeah, I remember when we were living teardrop life, when we plugged in our computers to our goal 0, and we just had like a solar panel. It's not that big. It was like probably like the size of this, like the size of like a folded out briefcase, and we couldn't use more power than it was like producing. Do you find that with this setup too? Like if you're just in the sun, will it produce more power than like?
Oh yeah, if we're in the sun, that solar panel is getting more than enough power, and it'll charge up throughout the day. Even just running the fridge, running the fan on high, and all day, and turning these lights on at night. When it's sunny out, that solar panel provides more than enough.
It's awesome.
Camp stove. And then back here, we have like this even smaller, like backpacker type stove. And this just screws into a propane tank. And yeah, we've got a couple pots, couple pans, and we can just throw these right here, turn that on, and just cook out the back. Then there's still like a lot of counter space up here to be able to chop your food and things like that.
Yeah, when I first started living in my RV, I was thinking like, man, am I gonna have to get a new propane tank like every other day or something like that, because we have 2 burners and we're always like cooking and, but wow, a tank of propane will like last us like 3 weeks, sometimes a month.
Yeah, the propane definitely is working pretty well for us. This stove right here actually runs on butane, and we're finding that burns out a lot quicker than the propane. And so we have been using just this little camp stove more when we're just boiling water or doing something simple on just one pan. We'll use this little backpacking one with the propane, because it does seem to be a lot more efficient than this one, which is a butane burner.
How long will a can last you on that? On the other one, the little backpacking one?
I mean, we used it on a couple camping trips prior to moving into the van, and then we've been using it for this last 2 weeks, and it still seems like it's half full. We've gone through already 2 butane burners in 2 weeks, so the butane only lasts us about a week, but the propane has lasted us well over a month.
And how much is a can of what is that, propane you said?
Yeah, we just have really small ones that are like $5 or $6.
Oh, cheap.
For these, really cheap. Butane's even cheaper at Walmart. They're like $2.98 for those cans.
Oh wow.
So it's really cheap. You just want to make sure if you're going like this, that you get stocked up at your REI recreation outlet, or Walmart will have these. Any camping store will sell cans like this.
And then over here on this wall, you got all of your clothes and like bathroom supplies and...
Yeah, so this is the whole closet area. We decided to go with like totes like this, because just so we could save on hardware and wood without having to build these big doors or drawers or try to figure out this. This was a really low-tech solution for all of our clothes, and it gives us tons of storage space. We have 6 bins here. Me and my partner both have 3 bins for all of our clothes. I have like 1 bin that has underwear and socks and sweats and like pajamas, and I have like pants and shirts. And then over here we have a couple hooks where we just put our coats. And yeah,
because we just been taking our coats and throwing them in a bag, and then not fun to get to.
It definitely is nice to just have a little bit of hanging space. to grab something really quick as you're running out late at night to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah. What about the bathroom?
Bathroom definitely is something that we didn't spend a lot of money or energy getting that ready. There's not really running water for the bathroom. So kind of just under here is where the bathroom is. We have our cat bathroom is the litter box, and the human bathroom, the human litter box, it's basically just this 5-gallon bucket. There's a lid and a seat, and we just throw some cat litter down there and use it for emergencies only. We really try to just find bathrooms, public restrooms that we can use most of the time. But if it's late at night and we're in a residential area and you need to wake up and use the bathroom, it's available, but we definitely try to just use public bathrooms for the most part.
And is it like lined, and like is there like a bag inside of it?
Yeah, we have just bags,
like shopping bags,
like just garbage bags.
Oh, okay.
Like biodegradable garbage bags that are used mainly for like food compost. But we just have those in the bucket, and then we put some cat litter down there, and then that really helps mask the smell.
So it's like, oh, so like if you have to use the bathroom at night, get up, use the bathroom, cover it with kitty litter, and then, you know, tomorrow you can just wrap it up and throw the bag out.
Just wrap the bag out, throw it out, put a new bag in, throw some more litter in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you find that you're usually in areas that have bathrooms?
Yeah, we've only had to use this maybe 3 or 4 times in total over the 2 weeks that we've been living in here. Most of the time we are able to go to a Starbucks and use the bathroom, or a gas station, and we've been along the coast quite a bit, and so there's quite a few public restrooms just near the beach. When we were looking for something that's fully converted up to this level, they were 15 to 20,000. So definitely saved money by doing it ourselves, but a lot of time and a lot of just YouTube trying to figure everything out.
The ones that were already converted, were they like converted by a company, or were they like just some person that was
there? Most of what we saw, because we were just looking on like these individual seller websites, and so they seem to be converted by just individual people, but didn't see too many that were as nice as this turned out.
Yeah, and the experience.
Yeah.
And now you have all this knowledge.
Yeah, now can definitely convert the next one a lot easier.
Yeah, and if anything ever goes wrong, you know how to pinpoint it and how to fix it. I find that like sometimes I buy things and I'm like, I don't have no idea how this is constructed or anything. I just cannot fix it.
It's tough when you take it to someone else, like they can do a really good job, but then you don't know all the ins and outs, and you don't know exactly how everything works. And for doing it yourself, you just have all that additional knowledge to then fix anything that goes wrong, like once you get on the road, because more than likely things are going to go wrong once you get on the road.